Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I want to take a moment to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you who's been watching, and supporting this channel. It truly means the world to me coming your way, and I would not reviews, tutorials, tricks, and so much more, and make sure you ring the notification bell so you video.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we analyze the Splunk add-on for AWS. It is a powerful tool for your cloud data. Let us start with the basic setup and installation.
Welcome everyone. If you're an IT leader, a cloud architect, or a tech director managing enterprise infrastructure, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're doing a full explainer on a seriously critical piece of operational infrastructure, the Splunk add-on for AWS. We're going to skip the deep technical weeds, right? Instead, we're focusing purely on what this means for your management strategy, your operational efficiency, and of course, your bottom line. Let's get right into it.
So, is your AWS data scattered across way too many silos? Look, it's a reality most of us are intimately familiar with. You migrate to the cloud for agility, but suddenly, bam, your operational data is totally fragmented. You've got performance metrics sitting in one AWS service, security logs in another, and your billing data, well, that's buried in a completely separate dashboard. It's chaotic, right? The sheer volume of this scattered data makes it nearly impossible to get a unified picture of your cloud health. You end up constantly reacting to problems instead of anticipating them. And that fragmentation is exactly the managerial headache we're curing today. And that brings us to the core solution. The Splunk add-on for AWS is basically the definitive bridge connecting your varied AWS environments straight into Splunk. I really want you to think of this not just as another piece of software or some simple integration script. For management, this is the central nervous system for your cloud ops. It actively collects all that fragmented data, completely wiping out the silo problem, and enables true centralized monitoring and analysis. It literally turns all that noise into a single, cohesive operational picture.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, centralizing your AWS data. Second, proactive security and performance. Third, controlling your cloud costs. And finally, driving smarter business decisions.
Starting off with our first pillar, centralizing your AWS data. This is all about breaking down those silos for actual operational efficiency.
Right now, you'll likely have fragmented data spread across isolated AWS services, which is honestly a logistical nightmare. The add-on flips this to centralized analysis by using both push and pull data collection methods. Essentially, it seamlessly moves data across your architecture. Whether your systems are actively pushing data out, or Splunk needs to reach in and pull it via AWS APIs, the result is exactly the same. The chaos of isolated services is completely streamlined into one incredibly powerful analytical engine.
Now, what's really interesting about this setup is the sheer, massive variety of data streams this single tool can ingest. Take logs, for example. You get granular visibility into network traffic and system events with CloudWatch and VPC flow logs. For performance, you can pull in critical metrics and Kinesis data streams to monitor exactly how your apps are holding up under pressure. And financially, it grabs your cost and usage reports. So we aren't just talking about basic IT logs here. We are talking about a complete 360-degree ingestion of your cloud's operational, performance, and financial data.
To simplify the mechanics here, it really happens in two fundamental steps. Step 1 is collect. The add-on uses push-based methods like Amazon Kinesis Firehose or pull-based methods through AWS APIs. Now, in management terms, that just means flexible, guaranteed data centralization completely regardless of how your specific AWS architecture is built. Step 2 is centralize. You can now monitor all your IT operations right inside Splunk. You've effectively eliminated your blind spots.
Moving smoothly right along to pillar number 2, proactive security and performance. Let's talk about protecting the infrastructure.
Complete security visibility. I really want to pause on this for a second because this is the ultimate goal of the add-on. When you can monitor performance metrics and security events in real time through a single pane of glass, you aren't just logging what happened yesterday. You are seeing exactly what is happening right now. You're moving from a reactive defense posture to a highly proactive one. And here is exactly how it pulls off that complete visibility. The add-on features CIM-compliant integrations. Now, CIM stands for Common Information Model. This is an absolute game changer because it means the add-on automatically normalizes the data from all these distinct AWS security services. We're talking AWS CloudTrail for API tracking, Amazon Inspector for vulnerabilities, AWS Security Hub for alerts, plus AWS Config, and Amazon VPC.
Because these are all CIM compliant, they instantly align with industry-standard security monitoring workflows in Splunk. Your security analysts don't have to waste time translating weird data formats. They can just focus on hunting threats.
All right, let's look at pillar number 3, controlling your cloud costs. This is where we turn data directly into savings. Believe it or not, it all comes down to one single critical input to drastically alter your financial oversight, and that is the AWS Billing Cost and Usage Report. By pulling this one specific report directly into Splunk through the add-on, you're integrating your financial data right alongside your performance and security data.
So, the crucial point is this. Visualizing your billing and usage data allows management to actively reduce costs. You can access detailed billing data directly without having to log into some separate finance portal. You can monitor resource usage trends in real time, mapping them against actual application performance. But most importantly, you can immediately identify and eliminate operational waste. I mean, think about it. If a server is spinning up costs but showing zero network traffic or performance metrics in your other Splunk dashboards, you can kill it instantly. That right there is pure ROI.
Which brings us to our final pillar, driving smarter business decisions through executive-level strategy.
Let's move on and see how this builds across the organization in a very simple 3-step flow. Step 1 is the AWS data collection we already discussed, pulling everything in. Step 2 is normalization, making all that raw data CIM compatible. But step 3 is the real strategic payoff, executive decision-making. Because the data is collected and normalized perfectly, it feeds directly into premium Splunk Enterprise apps. Your raw data is actually refined into strategic business intelligence.
To back this up, let's look at a direct quote from the documentation. The add-on, quote, provides modular inputs and CIM-compatible knowledge to use with other Splunk apps, such as Splunk Enterprise Security and Splunk IT Service Intelligence, end quote. Guys, this is massive for leadership. Splunk Enterprise Security and IT Service Intelligence are the top-tier applications that executives rely on to manage risk and ensure service uptime. The add-on's strict compatibility practically guarantees that these premium decision-making tools are fed with the most accurate, comprehensive, and up-to-date AWS data possible.
Well, we've covered a ton of ground today, from breaking down data silos for operational efficiency to achieving complete security visibility, reducing costs through billing reports, and ultimately empowering executive decision-making. So I want to leave you with this final vital question. Are you ready to turn your AWS data into your absolute greatest asset? Because the tools to move your organization from a reactive, fragmented state to a proactive, data-driven powerhouse are right in front of you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep analyzing, keep optimizing, and I'll catch you next time.